Okay, we are here. We've got Kendall White. We are fresh off of the very first Omaha Supernovas mini camp. I'd like to start by just asking you, what was mini camp experience like for you here in Omaha?
Yeah, I think it definitely exceeded the expectations of what I expected. I kind of just expected, just to have go right into the gym, just volleyball, like that's it, and that's like what the focus was gonna be. And yes, we did that. We did our thing. We meshed. We found each other. Like we got to know the people we didn't really know of, and that was amazing. But I think the thing that surprised me the most was the professionalism of it. I think that we came in, things were ready, set, organized from our coaching staff, but all the way to like our social media staff, and then our director of operations, and like our president, vice president, like everybody was just so engaged. Like we had everyone almost like in the court, just like watching, like, all right, it's coming to fruition. Like everyone was so excited, and it was really cool to see like everyone so pumped for it. And like she said, the season ticket holders was an amazing event. And from top to bottom, I just think that everything went so smoothly. And comparing it to my overseas experience, I never had a mini camp like that. I was just kind of thrown into a different country, out of the get and out of the thing. And we kind of got like a nice little like toe in the water dip. So it was really great to have that experience before coming out and really diving into the season. I think that speaks to how amazing, like, we're so lucky that we get to play in Nebraska. I think it speaks to how much the fans love volleyball as much as we love volleyball, and like how excited they are for it, just like we are. And they came out, and I think my favorite memory from that day was like a little girl, and she's like, hey, like, I'm starting volleyball, and like, I want to be like you, like, in this jersey. And that's crazy because the first year of professional volleyball, and like she's so excited. She hasn't even started volleyball yet, and she's already looking up to us as an idol. And that like always hit you in the heartstrings because as like a young girl myself, like when I was 8 years old, like that's what I wanted to do when I was older was, you know, do what I love for as long as I possibly can. And now I can do it longer and like touch those who are a part of the game and want to play women's sports and do volleyball for as long as they can. Definitely overexceeded the expectation. I think that like living accommodations overseas can be hit or miss. Like it, you never know what you're gonna get. And I think we came into our apartments, not only did our staff really work hard to like get us furniture and have things always set up for us. They had paper towels, like, washing things, like things and sheets. So things like that we could really like survive on that first night, which has literally never been thought of, at least for my first pro season. Again, being thrown into a different country, like that was never thought of in my professional seasons and other places and countries. And our apartments are amazing. They're so sick. I mean, our owner, Danny White, showed us around the city center where we live, and there's an Astro theater where they have like comedy shows, like all these cool things, and a city pub and a stretch lab, like all these amazing things, like right next to us, walking distance. And we're so lucky to live where we live and that we're so close to our teammates too. It's really amazing. Yeah, I don't think it's very normal to have somebody who is so influential. And also, I just think it needs to be acknowledged that, he is a former professional athlete himself. And to see somebody, just to see somebody and to speak to someone who has done so well for himself as a former athlete, and just like to come to even speak to us, not only to speak to us, like you said, like to introduce his family and just show like his true values and show like and just explain his mission when it comes to this league and this sport. It's really amazing because yes, you can see those things written on paper, but to really hear it come from like his mouth, it shares his passion, it shows his passion, and really like the way he delivers it, like you just know he really like believes in what he's talking about. And that makes you want to buy in. Like, I mean, I want to play extra hard for like Danny, period. I loved his talks. And he, came out and was like talking to us about the extra security that we're given in Omaha, and how we work with 88 Tactical, and how they have some of the best security in the entire world, much less the state and the country.
Mhm.
And we're given that opportunity and protected by them, and we're given the opportunities to protect ourselves. Like I just took a self-defense class literally yesterday, um, where it was like jujitsu based, and they have, you know, yeah, they just gave us that option, and I've wanted to do that my entire life, like living overseas alone. I wanted that for years, and I never got that opportunity until now. And he gave us that, and I'm really grateful for that. And just Danny as a whole, I think he's a great guy, and I'm really happy that he's our owner, and we get to learn from him and work with him. I think after this mini camp, I think it's really clear that as a whole of the group, I think we bonded really quickly. I think that it's going to be hard to see what our final roster looks like, um, coming out of the gates when it comes to final season roster spots, because it can't be all of us. And we all know that as professional athletes, but I am so grateful for the opportunity that we had to meet these women and to see what they can do, and just feel the passion that surrounds this game. I think that also the biggest difference that I've just seen this league be so professional in the aspect of they really want to grow this to the point where we are I don't want to say entertaining the masses, but in the way yes, the entire country. And it's different on a scale I played in France, and that's one state. And it's crazy the impact of our entire country, and we have all of these states that we're all playing, and we are playing across the entire United States. And the impact of the size difference of that, it's just we can touch so many people in our country. And I think it's really cool that we're just promoting the heck out of this league and just want it to be the next NBA. And it's I think that's really amazing the way we're going about it, and we just want this to be a legacy and history in the making.
Well, I think I speak on behalf of everybody who is on this side, of the teams, of the PVF. That's exactly what we want. And we are so honored and thrilled to be able to put our heart and souls into this to support you all as the athletes, because ultimately you are our epicenter, right? You are what we are here to do. And we're just incredibly excited about it. Well, I super appreciate you all taking a couple of minutes here to talk with us about this tonight.
Thank you for that. And we appreciate that, especially as players. It was really fun. I'm glad we got to.